Guess what happens if you bend the city of the line, mentioned in one of our previous videos, until its ends meet each other? That's right, you get the circle. And no, jokes aside, this type of metropolis is also planned to be built sooner or later. However, not in Saudi Arabia, but in the United Arab Emirates. The circle is, one might say, a city within a city. What makes it stand out from the rest is that it'll be constructed at a height of 550 meters. The Middle East countries have been at the forefront of alternative urban development for some time now, and the United Arab Emirates is no exception. Among their plans is the encirclement of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, with a giant donut, which may have a circumference of more than 3 kilometers. U.S. police officers have reportedly joined the ranks of ardent supporters of the project, if you know what I mean. Responsible for the development of our today's architectural wonder is the firm United Space, specialists in experimental futuristic buildings. The initiative is scheduled to be finalized by 2040, the date by which the Emirates intend to turn Dubai into the world's best city for human life. We were working on very important aspects that raised the discussion about how we're planning cities. The reason we picked the Burj Khalifa was that it's in a very dense urban area, and we want to address the issues that accompany dense city populations, says Nils Remes, co-founder of United Space. Indeed, in case you want to bring a crazy project like this into life, you better have a good argument for it. Therefore, the developers are pressing on 2 main sore points: ecology and urbanization. They promise a solution to both issues. If you look at the circle concept closer, you may see how the building is supposed to stand on 4 giant pillars, which may also become the world's largest weather shifters. We want to create a microclimate in downtown and create a sort of envelope around the area to control the temperature and make it more livable in hot weather. You can use those vertical pillars as urban air purifiers, added Najmas Chowdhury, another founder of Zinera. Besides, the building's entire ceiling area will be covered with solar panels, providing the circle with waste-free energy. As for the city and the air itself, local residents should be provided with everything they need and be autonomous. Sure, there will be a residential area, office space, parks, entertainment, and so on. Hopefully there will also be 24-hour shops, in case someone wants a snack in the middle of the night, as going 500 meters down just for a little treat might be a questionable pleasure. The concept's authors are mostly proud of the green part of the project. The so-called Sky Park will stretch across the whole area, connecting all 5 floors. The Sky Park is the central spine of the entire design. It'll be a mixed-use green space, and it will also act as a space to rethink how agriculture is going to happen in the future, especially in cities, Chowdhury explains. Lakes, waterfalls, vegetation for every taste were also promised to appear in the Sky Park. We can see almost entirely different climatic zones. Consequently, the space may be functioning as the city's lungs, and its most important part of the ecosystem. In order to travel around the circle, residents will be able to use small high-speed trains that may accelerate at a speed of about 100 kilometers an hour. In fact, one may go through the entire city on foot in no more than 45 minutes. The circle is one of many projects designed to completely change the way people think of what a future city will look like. The motivation is simple: to reduce the time people spend moving around the city to a minimum. Make sure that everything you need is within walking distance, which will also lead to a radical reduction of harmful emissions into the atmosphere from cars. Of course, the concept is only viewed at the developmental stage, though it's already received many critical reviews. In particular, people are interested in why we must have a city at a height of 550 meters. After all, the same thing can be arranged on the ground, reducing costs and increasing the residents' safety. A similar complex already exists in the USA and is called Apple Park. But if the developers want to build a city in the air, then they could choose another height, say 50 meters. It would not change the concept much, but it would definitely make an easier life for both designers and builders. We even dare to assume that there's an element of pathos laid within the deal. Basically, the city at an altitude of 550 meters, which offers a view of the whole of Dubai, sounds much more attractive than any other more rational options. And given the aspirations of the Middle East countries to always be the best in everything, and the constant supply of oil money, the question drops itself out. Another interesting detail that raises doubts about the city's construction concerns the developer's reputation. United Space doesn't seem to have presented anything like it before. On their website, you can find various impressive and good-looking projects, but no information is given on real buildings. Perhaps they are thoroughly hiding something. Write in the comments below if you believe that the circle has to be built and whether you like the overall idea. Be sure to support this video with your like if you enjoyed it, and check out other videos from the channel. Bye.